Good morning, crypto world. It is basically 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6/14/2019. Well, if you didn't see the breaking news yesterday about the ADF group announcing the partnership with Apollo currency on Newswire, then this will be your update. And with that announcement on Newswire, automatically it goes out to over 4,500 media sources, and the evidence was immediate. And when I say immediate, let me just show you this. You've got, let's see, in Newswire, Apollo Currency's blockchain receives endorsement from the African Development Funding Group, I should say. And then you look over here. This was the front page of Newswire. Apollo Currency over on the left, ADF Group towards the center, right there. Okay, and getting to that point there, let's go here. In the searches of Apollo Currency, right on top, you get top stories, ADF Group, and the two right there, immediately, like I said. Then when you look over here for the ADF Group, same thing. When you do a search for them, the two top stories are Apollo Currency's partnership with the ADF. Beautiful. Then you look here, Yahoo Finance. Crazy, okay, right off the bat. Okay, that's one. And you've got the Finance on Net, that's two. Again, this is spreading out all over. Okay, you've got Benzinga also has it. And JR News has it. And then WRC-BTV has it. Okay, NBC. And then African Development Funding Group partnership announced with Market Insiders. Now, when you see all these different ones, and this is just, I can still keep going here. Ubuntu News, oh, we get them too. When you see all of that being generated just in the last 12 hours, not even 12 hours, my God, it's more like about, 8 hours. It's just been a massive amount fast. Volume has jumped up about, I would say about 600,000 just in the last few hours. And that's just the beginning. Because the more and more that this gets out there, the better. Okay, it's just going to get better. And speaking of better, with this ADF Group announcement, okay, this is added to the whole crux of Apollo's all-in-one. With the all-in-one, it's not just okay, I don't know if you heard that. That's an interruption from a robot that I have. Okay, so basically with the all-in-one features, you've got the things of private messaging, data storage, decentralized exchange coming right there with live trading anytime now. You've got a decentralized marketplace that you can use your Apollos to go buy things. Okay, you can get a voting system set up for governments and individuals. You can do, oh, and also timestamps on the data uploads for businesses. You've got so many more things. I can't go through everything. They're a long list. But when you get to the big picture of things, the ADF Group and the African Initiative, Apollo's been over in Africa last month for 17 days, and the whole month basically going on for this month. Actually, just in May, June, crazy critters. They've been constantly over there. Why did they go over there? To talk to governments about national currency use of Apollo's 0% inflation currency. That whole premise and what they've been doing, ADF was so impressed with Apollo's blockchain and its rapid speeds of 1 to 2 seconds, going faster any time now with sub-second fast Apollo, and the all-in-one features, endless features as they call it. When you take all these and put it together, and now that the media coverage is getting out there, this is where Apollo is going to grow up and just be bigger than you ever thought it could be. Because even if in the next few days you don't see much action, what you have to understand is in the background, the wallet production is cooking to get out the DEX and Sharding. And we cannot forget Sharding. Sharding is historic. And one thing Steve said yesterday in Telegram is that they would be using Newswire for these new releases. And that would be good. So they're closer to national currency adoption. And when you look at all the pieces that are gelling, the exchange push for more exchanges, top tier, the speeds, this is huge. This partnership is not just like, oh yeah, you just got the ADF group, the most influential group in Africa that deals with 54 nations on the presidential and ministerial level. Well, that's a great thing. There's no doubt about that. But that gentleman is going to be running the African headquarters in South Africa. I should say the Apollo African headquarters in South Africa. He's going to be running it. Not Steve, not anybody else from Apollo. He is. Okay, separate entity. He's going to be promoting Apollo through the continent. Huge. And with countries in Africa that have hyperinflation, this is where the Apollo currency will be able to be used and change the lives of everybody in that country. Because the economies will surge because now you have a currency that is worth something instead of worthless currency, where workers get paid with worthless currency. And the economy cannot succeed. So this is where Apollo is going, where no other crypto coin has gone before. And with all of its features, you must watch this, and then I'll get back into the news in 1 second. The main thing you have to understand is that Apollo is doing things that no other coin / network has done or is doing at the moment. And while the market sits here, we'll get over to the market conditions, you've got, in the last 24 hours, not much action going on in the market. Bitcoin is up a little bit though, and that's a beautiful thing to look at, because when the grandpa's up, that is beneficial to a lot of different things. And 82.23 for Bitcoin at the moment. Okay, now, getting over to the news of the market out there, let's go over, oh, look at this. If you haven't been using the Brave browser, you should. It is the ultimate. One of my subs recommended it. I was using Firefox for many years, but Firefox, even though it's got the beautiful things you can put at the top for design and everything else, and plugins, Well, guess what? The Brave browser is so much more efficient, uses up less of your computer memory, such a deal. And every time you add a tab, add some gorgeous pictures, even better than Chrome. I like it. Now, you've got a lot of different things happening there. Swedish Bitcoin-powered mobile refill service, Bitrefill, raises $2 million to expand services. Facebook, Uber, PayPal, Visa to back Facebook's global coin. Now this is good to see, but the amount of money raised so far, they made it seem like it was a lot. It wasn't. 120 million is nothing when you're doing this type of a thing, but that's how much they've raised so far. You've also got tips for blockchain entrepreneur. This crypto startups in the era of initial exchange offerings. The ICO versus the IEO. Well, the ICO, there was a lot of scams and garbage. Well, guess what? The IEOs are better for the market because they get verified by exchanges, and you can raise money pretty quickly, which is good for them. Also, too, you've got CME Bitcoin futures volume smashes record of 250% in 2019. 2019 is going to be huge. That's the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Oh, don't forget too, you had, let me find it up here because I'd hate to lose it. You probably heard the news, but BAKKT to start testing its Bitcoin futures on July 22nd. Had a feeling you probably heard that already. I did not put that up yesterday because of all of what was going on with Apollo. That is big news. This summer is going to be huge. And with everything that Apollo's doing, they are in the background putting out the fastest network in the world, the most private with a public option, and this is why these governments love it, okay, and people love it, the groups, the ADF group, because they have the public option if they want to, or they can keep it totally private. And then having all the features of, yes, sharding, reducing bloat, so there's no, in fact, the more the network is used for Apollo's network, it gets more efficient. That's crazy. Okay? That's how it is. Sharding. Nobody's been able to do it. Apollo's doing it any time now. And that is the bomb. And in fact, I was trying to find the, you know what, I didn't put it up. I should have. The wallet production. But all yesterday, they were working all day on the wallet and the network to make sure that sharding was on time this month and DEX Live coming, trading this month. Also, too, they're working on the new wallet version. And, yes, atomic swaps. Holy mackerel. So when you look at everything that Apollo is doing right now, they're building, and they have been doing this for the last year, building the most efficient network and the all-in-one that's going to be used by so many people in this world and be a top 10 coin because not only is it the best crypto wallet all-in-one, and the fastest and the most private, but you have them working over in Africa, and you're going to hear one day soon an agreement for a national currency deal, and that's going to that's going to be the beginning of one of many. So get ready for it. You can get in on the ground floor. Available at Bitmart, IDAX Pro, OEX, CryptoNext, and a bunch of others. And before I stop the video, we must go out with a good inspirational. Any breaking news, I'll have it for you guys. Big things happen for Apollo. Get ready. Buckle up.